Hey there, Beerfield Fantasy family. It's Saturday, it's week 9. It means it's time for us to get ready for all of our news and injured players so you get everything you need to know before week 9 kicks off tomorrow morning. As always, Christopher Hopper and myself at Nick Sparts will be live with you guys at about 10:30 in the morning tomorrow to go over inactives before the noon games and answer any start-sit questions you got and just get you all ready to go. So please check us out at Beerfield Fantasy Football at about 10:30 in the morning Central Time on YouTube Live. The show account, if you have any start-sit questions, can be found at BeerfieldFF. Let's go ahead and jump into the news real fast. I'm going to try to make this one a quick one for you guys. In terms of news, I got two pieces for you. First, Bengals signed kicker Marshall Cohn. It sounds like Randy Bullock is not going to go this week. I would try to find something else on the waiver wire. In addition, Eagles coach Doug Pederson said Jay Ajayi will be working with a very limited set of plays week 9 against the Broncos. I would get him out of your lineups, and I would try to find a better option. I don't like any of the running backs the Eagles have against this really good Broncos rush defense. Speaking of Broncos at Eagles, let's go ahead and quick talk about two injuries in that game. The Broncos side, wide receiver Emmanuel Sanders was questionable with an ankle. He injured that a few weeks ago. It is expected he will suit up and play this week. On the other side of the ball with the Eagles, tight end Zach Ertz is questionable with a hamstring, but it's also expected he will be fine and should be good to go. He is our number one tight end this week. Rams and Giants. The Rams are fully healthy, coming off the bye. They're ready to go. Giants, not so much. They're missing two offensive linemen. Justin Pugh and center Weston Richburg are both out, so expect the Rams pass rush to get home. And on the defensive side of the ball, defensive ends Oliver Vernon and defensive end Kerry Wynn are also both out. It's going to hurt their pass rush, hurt their rush defense. It's going to make it easier for the Rams to move the ball against them. Not looking good for the 1-6 Giants. Buccaneers at Saints. Quarterback Jameis Winston is questionable, but got full practices on Thursday and Friday. He's good to go. Cornerback Brent Grimes is out. He's their best cornerback, who would most likely have been covering Michael Thomas, so it's a boost to him. And guard Larry Warford is out again for the Saints. Bengals at Jaguars. Wide receiver Brandon LaFell is questionable, but is expected to go after getting a full practice in Friday. Wide receiver Marquise Lee for the Jaguars, on the other hand, is questionable with a hamstring. Only got a limited session in Friday. I expect he will not play. Falcons at Panthers. The Falcons are basically healthy, only missing a backup linebacker. For the Panthers, their biggest player missing is center Ryan Khalil, missing yet again. Their offensive line has not looked very good ever since he was knocked out with his injury. For the Colts at Texans, Vontae Davis re-aggravated his groin injury. Is going to miss at least this week and may miss more time. Offensive tackle Anthony Costanzo is questionable and expected to miss this week's game. And quarterback Jonathan Joseph is questionable, but got a full practice on Friday. He should go for the Texans. For the Ravens at Titans, the Ravens are questionable as a team, basically. Joe Flacco, Macklin, Wallace, Nick Boyle, Max Williams, Ronnie Stanley, Jimmy Smith, and Ladarius Webb are all questionable. I do expect most to suit up this week, but you could see a few of those guys missing. Watch the inactives to this game really, really closely tomorrow. On the Titans side, the only one to really be concerned about is tight end Delaney Walker. He's questionable with a calf injury, and I don't think he's going to suit up and go. I do expect it's going to be Jonnu Smith in a top 10 role this week in that situation against a Ravens defense that can be attacked by the tight end position. Cardinals at 49ers. Running back Andre Ellington is questionable, but I do expect he will play. Wide receiver Pierre Garçon is out, placed on IR and done for the year, so he's safely droppable in redraft leagues. And on the 49ers side, they're missing multiple defensive pieces again, so Cardinals should be able to run the ball and even maybe throw it a little bit, though Stanton is not much of a quarterback. Redskins at Seahawks. Tight end Jordan Reed and Jamison Crowder are both already ruled out, so it's going to be Ryan Grant, Josh Doctson, Chris Thompson, and Vernon Davis as the four main pass catchers on the Redskins. The Redskins will also be missing multiple offensive linemen again, so expect Seahawks pass rush to get home. On the back end of their defense, though, Earl Thomas is missing for the Seahawks, which does hurt their secondary, and running back C.J. Prosise is questionable. I think they're going to hold him out one more week. For the Chiefs at the Cowboys, only two real notes here. Wide receiver Albert Wilson will miss, should help DeMarcus Robinson get a few more targets. And then for the Cowboys, wide receiver Cole Beasley is questionable, but I do expect him to play. He's a minimal flex play anyway. Raiders at Dolphins. Raiders are going to be missing multiple pieces in their secondary again. I do expect wide receiver Devontae Parker and quarterback Jake Cutler, who are both questionable, should suit up this week, back from their injuries. Last game, I got Lions and Packers with wide receiver Kenny Golladay doubtful with a hamstring, will miss again this week. And tight end Martellus Bennett is doubtful with a shoulder injury and won't be suiting up Monday night. Thank you so much for tuning in. I wish you good luck in your Week 9 games. Check us out tomorrow morning, 10:30 Central Time, here on Beerfield Fantasy Football on YouTube Live. We'll go over all the inactives for the noon games, answer any start-sit your questions you got. Tweet at BeerfieldFF on Twitter for those questions, and we'll take care of you, and we'll catch you guys next time.